My little brother called me a couple years ago, and he's like, or he texted me actually. He goes, "Hey, I'm about to sign a TV contract," and my brother doesn't own a TV, so I thought he meant like he was at a store buying a television, and they were like making him sign a contract to buy a television. And I was like, no, it's not like cell phones. You don't have to sign a contract to have a TV. And he literally meant like a TV contract, like for a reality show. Which he doesn't have a television, so again, a little weird. It turns out Discovery, I guess Alaska is sort of a hot topic right now, and Discovery was up in Homer, Alaska, where my family's from, and they were looking for characters, and they found this family that still lives off the land, and it happened to be my dad and my brother and my uncle and my cousin. Yeah, they had no idea. They had no idea they were related to me. I was so worried they were getting taken advantage of. You know, I had my agency call the network and be like, "We don't know if you're you're interested in the Kilcher family, but if you are, we're representing them." And they were like, "How did a bunch of hillbillies in Alaska get an agency to represent them in a matter of a day and a half?" Turns out that they were related to me. I'm the other hillbilly. So. But it's been really neat. I grew up so proud of how we were raised and of my family's heritage. And when I started getting successful, journalists would ask me what it was like growing up, and they just couldn't comprehend what I was talking about. They were like, "So you had an outhouse?" Like, "Was it a hippie commune?" No. It's like, "But we could only eat what we, kill or can." And they were like, "So it was a hippie commune." It's very hard for them to fathom that, pioneer families did make it into the 50s in Alaska, and we really were one of the last families of the pioneers, but there were quite a few in Homer and throughout Alaska. So the show really chronicles how my dad was raised, a little bit of how I was raised, and I'm really, really proud of it. It's called Alaska, the Last Frontier, so you guys have to make sure you program it. And we wrote the theme song for it, my dad and I. So this is the theme song. Yeah, for Alaska, the Last Frontier.
You think my daughter tells stories. She's just a chip, I'm the block. I could stand up here and talk all night, but when I hear her sing that song, I think back like it was just yesterday, and I see my mom and dad. I mean, those were the days, growing stuff out of the ground, foraging for greens in the woods, catching salmon, shooting moose, shooting bear, putting it up, canning it, smoking it, salting it. No electricity, no running water, no roads. We're talking horse and wagons, horse and sled in the winter. And I lived that, and I can't hardly imagine. Sometimes I'm not sure I'm remembering right, And just amazing what my parents went through. Nothing any homesteaders, any pioneers didn't go through. It's just that in Alaska everything was so much later and slower to develop that, I went through what most folks, that are way older than me went through. So, and Jewel was fortunate enough to get a little taste of that when we went back to live on the homestead. So I'm just thankful for my parents coming to America, coming to Alaska, leaving the luxuries of very modern Switzerland, and passing on to me, and me passing it on down.
Sometimes it's blood, sweat, and tears on Alaska, the last frontier. Life is simple, life is good when you're living like you should. Hey, hey. Sometimes it's struggle, strife, fathers, sons, brothers, wives, but we're making our way. Yes, we'll stay right here on Alaska, the last frontier. Settle this land. Mom and Papa taught us you need to understand. Oh, the meek don't endure, nor the weak of the heart. This land will make you strong, or it can break you apart.
It's the blue and the green and the clean and white, where winds and wild wolves
Sometimes it's blood, sweat, and tears. On Alaska, the last frontier. Life is simple, life is good when you're living like you should. Hey, hey. Sometimes it's struggle, strife. Fathers, sons, brothers, wives. But we're making our way. Yes, we'll stay right here on Alaska, the last frontier. But you get old after years in the cold and the dark. The youth will lead us with the truth and the spark.
We're the last of the breed of our past pioneers. But if you listen close, their voices you can hear.
Sometimes it's blood, sweat, and tears. On Alaska, the last frontier. Life is simple, life is good when you're living like you should. Hey, hey. Sometimes it's struggle, strife. Fathers, sons, brothers, wives. But we're making our way. Yes, we'll stay. 'Cause we're the daughters and sons in the land of the midnight sun. Right here on Alaska, the last frontier.
Alaska: The Last Frontier. New season premieres Sunday, October 6th at 9 on Discovery.